Hi. My name is Rhona Schwaid, and I'm here today as co-chair of Zioness Twin Cities and a board member of JCRC, but also as a mom, wife, and a concerned Jew. Thank you. I moved to Minnesota in 2000 from Winnipeg, Canada. I grew up with a strong Jewish identity and participated in many aspects of Jewish life in my hometown. My Canadian upbringing not only taught me to take pride in my Jewish heritage, but also ingrained in me the virtues of tolerance and multiculturalism. Fast forward 20 years later, where I find myself living with my husband, John, and our young family in arguably the most progressive district in Minnesota. I often worry about my future for my children in America, because for the first time in my life, my identity is under attack by those who claim that Zionism is incompatible with civil and human rights. I reject these accusations of incompatibility. Zionism, a movement for the self-determination of the Jewish people in our indigenous homeland, is by definition progressive. To be clear, criticizing specific policies of the Israeli government is not anti-Semitic. I've done it myself. However, demonizing Israel, undermining its legitimacy as a state, advocating for its dissolution, applying double standards, and distorting the conflict between Israel and its neighbors crosses the line into anti-Semitism. So, how do we deal with this new reality, where on the one hand, we hear chants from neo-Nazis saying, Jews will not replace us, and on the other, we are accused of being oppressors and colonialists? But I can share some of my strategies with you here today. First, I volunteer my time by serving on the board of JCRC. JCRC works to build relationships with all communities, to educate the public about Israel and anti-Semitism, and to advocate for issues of importance to the Jewish community, such as Holocaust education in our schools. I'm also a leader in Zioness, a national grassroots organization fighting for the advancement of social, racial, economic, environmental, and gender justice in America, as well as fighting for Zionism and the inclusion of Zionists in social justice spaces. Woo! Because we have learned that if we don't have a voice at the table, others will speak for us. Finally, I educate myself on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict and on anti-Semitism so that when I do encounter it, I have the confidence to respond. I use my voice and my keyboard to correct inaccuracies and defend against anti-Semitism. None of these approaches may be for you, and that is okay. But what is important is that each of you find your own way to get involved, because this moment is teaching us that complacency is not the answer. Whether that means having a conversation with your neighbor about the two-state solution, talking to your kids about the memes on Instagram, attending a rally like this one today, woohoo, or writing a letter to your representative, find your own way to support the Jewish people. Because Jewish history has shown us time and again, ultimately it is up to us to fight against anti-Semitism. Yes, the Jewish community undoubtedly has some true friends and allies for whom we are eternally grateful. And for those of you who are here with us today, we can't thank you enough. But at the end of the day, it is our responsibility. So I'm asking all of you, let's put our differences aside. Let's stand up proudly for the Jewish people against anti-Semitism, wherever and whenever we see it, even if it makes us uncomfortable. Our people did not thrive for thousands of years by avoiding discomfort. Instead, we did it by grit, by unity, by pursuing justice, by tikkun olam, and most importantly, by our unrelenting refusal to give up. So today, I pledge to you, I refuse to give up, and I'm counting on all of you not to give up either. For those who came before us, for those who are here with us today, and for the generations who will come after us, Am Yisrael Chai.